Good evening and welcome to the Cardinal Fieldhouse on the campus of Concordia University, Ann Arbor for another edition of Cardinals basketball. I'm Josh Hackala, and tonight the Cardinal men will wrap up their final home game of the 2019-2020 regular season as they host the Madonna Crusaders, who come into the game ranked 24th in the nation. Earlier, the women completed the season sweep over Madonna, 76-66. With the win, the Cardinals move up to 5th place, and after we spent the entire break crunching all the numbers, we determined that the Cardinals can't get any higher than the 5 seed. The only variable is in this weekend's regular season finale. If they win at Cornerstone on Saturday, they will clinch the number 5 seed, and they'll play either Lawrence Tech or Aquinas. The only way they can move out of the 5 spot is if they lose and U of M Dearborn upsets Indiana Tech on the road. And then that's the case, they would move down to 6th. But it was a big win for the Cards as they are played without their leading scorer, Tristan Williams, and they were led by Katie Snow, who had a double-double with a season-high 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals. Allie Lenz hit a career-high 4 three-pointers and 12 points. Those 4 threes were huge, coming at critical points in the game as the Cardinals improve to 17-11, 11-8 in the conference. For the men, this is a must-win for the Cardinals. They are fighting to get into the conference tournament. There are 4 teams battling for the 8th and final playoff spot. Northwestern Ohio is sitting in that number 8 spot, and the Cardinals are in a part of a 3-way tie for 9th place. And everyone has 2 games left to play, so it's going to come down to the final weekend. There are plenty of scenarios to break down, but all we need to focus on tonight is the Cardinals need to win this game and get a little bit of help. Unfortunately for Concordia, the schedule makers didn't make it easy for the Cards for the home stretch of the season. Their last 2 road games were rough. They had to face first place Indiana Tech and U of M Dearborn. There's U of M Dearborn sitting in the number 6 seed as of right now. And tonight they have 2nd place Madonna, who is nationally ranked, and they wrap up the regular season on the road against Cornerstone on Saturday. So Cornerstone has won the last 3 regular season WHAC titles. They're having a down year by Cornerstone standards, but they're still in 5th place. This past Saturday, they had a low-scoring battle with Indiana Tech and fell short 61-49. Manny Dominguez led the way with a team-high 12 points in his 2nd straight solid game, and he's in the starting lineup tonight. They're hoping he can keep rolling tonight. It could be his final home game of his college career. The game also marked the return of Tom Hronis, who is currently 3rd in the conference in 3-point shooting. Cardinals are going to need his sharpshooting if they want to pick up their first win over a ranked team since 2017. We'll pause for a moment. It's going to be a high-scoring game here at the Fieldhouse. Let's pause for our national anthem and come back and take a look at Madonna and the starting lineups.
This time we ask that you please stand, remove your caps, and join us in a word of prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father in heaven, you have created each of us to strive for excellence. So may our athletes and coaches glorify you through their best effort today. May each team compete to win without apology, and yet engage in this competition with a spirit of sportsmanship and respect for the opposing team. Give each of our players the focus and integrity to play this game in a manner that is pleasing to you. We pray for the safety of these athletes and that you would protect them from serious injury and harm. We pray all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
We are coming to you live from the Cardinal Fieldhouse here in Ann Arbor with the Concordia men set to take on the Madonna Crusaders. I'm Josh Hackala. We welcome all of you watching on the Concordia Cardinals YouTube channel. Take a look at the starters for the Crusaders. They are led by head coach Noah Emmenheiser, who is in his 11th year with the program. They are 20-8 overall, 12-6 in the WHAC, and as I mentioned, currently sitting in second place in the conference. Their starters look like this, a pretty surprising thing. We'll get to that in just a bit. Ryan Nunn, the 5'11 freshman from Findlay, Ohio. Joshua Reynolds, the 6'4 senior from Canton. He is their second leading scorer, fifth leading scorer in the conference. Henry Spayett, a 6'2 junior from Saginaw, transfer from Mott Community College. He's their third leading scorer. He's their best three-point shooter. Caleb Drum, the 6'4 senior from Homer, Michigan. And Mark Meddy, the 6'10 sophomore from Livonia. He is one of the best shot blockers in the nation. For the Cardinals, under seventh-year head coach Ricky Yon, they enter tonight 9-19 overall, 5-13 in the WHAC, currently tied for ninth place, just one game out of the eighth and final playoff spot. Their starters, you got four seniors and a sophomore out there on the final day on senior night. Manny Dominguez, the redshirt senior, the 6'1 redshirt senior from Groveland, Florida. Greg Alexander, the 6'3 senior from Middle River, Maryland. Gerald Booker, the 6'1 redshirt senior from Walled Lake. And Paul Zisk, the 6'9 senior from Somerset, Michigan. And a late addition to the starting lineup, Jordan Winowicki was a late scratch. He will not play in the game. Matt Lockhart, the 6'3 sophomore from Fraser, Michigan, will get the start tonight for Ricky Yon. As I mentioned, the Crusaders come into tonight's game ranked number 24 in the nation, second place in the WHAC. They are the top scoring team in the conference, led by senior Dwight Burton. Now, if you noticed, I had not said the name Dwight Burton yet. He is not in the starting lineup. They talked to Coach Emmenheiser before the game. He said he will play. So never fear there, as he is leading the WHAC in scoring at just under 23 points per game. Alexander starting the game off with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound falls out to Madonna. Well, they don't have a deep rotation. They have one of the most talented starting lineups in the league, and they do it all. They can hurt you from the paint, from the three-point line. They rebound the basketball really well. They play really good defense, including, as I mentioned, one of the nation's best shot blockers as the Cardinals take it away. Ball knocked away from Booker, and the Cardinals will keep it. Yeah, Mark Meddy, you got to watch out for him. Number 30 in the middle, the 6'10 sophomore. Averaging 2.2 blocks a game. Booker, deep three, got it! He said during his senior ceremony before the game, we're not done yet. The Cardinals need a win to stay alive. They haven't beat a ranked team since 2017, looking to snap that streak tonight. Deep shot, no good from Reynolds. Reynolds has been a Cardinal killer during his time with the Crusaders. Ball lost by Dominguez, gets it back. Lockhart faked the three, came back. Yeah, watch out for Booker. Feeling confident here in his regular season home finale. Alexander fighting, finding Zisk. Great pass by Alexander. Easy two for the big man. Five 0 lead for Concordia. The pressure coming. Here's Spayett. The inside-outside player, and there's Reynolds again. Back to Spayett. He's going to go for three this time. No good. Rebound, Alexander. And a traveling call on Alexander. These two teams met back on January 15th at Madonna. The Crusaders handed the Cardinals, at the time, their worst loss of the season, 84-62. The Cardinals shot 36% from the field. They lost the rebounding battle, but it was Joshua Reynolds led the Crusaders with 25 points. Cardinals are going to have to slow him down. He had some really good games against the Cardinals. Last year scored 17 points on this floor, and they go for the dunk, a throwdown by Meddy. He was away from the basket. Three-pointer from Lockhart, he answers. Nunn gets it past half court. There's Caleb Drum, lost it. Lockhart diving to the floor. Drum looked like he traveled, and he did. 2 early turnovers for Madonna. Cardinals have a 6-point lead and the ball. Madonna coming in the second best scoring margin. The Cardinals one of the worst. So Cardinals have their hands full tonight. It's the best shooting team in the conference as well. Scoring will not be a problem. Coach Jan saying he's going to rely on his shooters to have good nights tonight to hang with these Crusaders. Alexander lost the ball. Reynolds leaves it for Drum. Drum throws it down. Cardinals by 4. Lockhart drives, holds up, finds Zisk. 10 to shoot. Booker lost it. Up the floor, Mehdi gonna throw another one down and draw the foul. I mean, at that point, you gotta let him have it. He's gonna go to the free throw line, where he is a 70% free throw shooter. Casanda checking in. Lockhart will have a seat. Lockhart getting just his second career start tonight. He started the U of M Dearborn game back on November 26th. He's been a great 6th man for this team. Alexander for 3, rattled out. Dwight Burton in the game, number 0. You're gonna watch out for him. Leading the league in scoring. He's into the ball game. Mehdi again, he's got 7 points. Couple of dunks to go along with that. Madonna regains the lead, or gets the lead, I should say, first time, 9 to 8. Booker misfires. Reynolds brings it up the floor. Burton with a hand in his face. Rebound, it's loose, and Alexander comes down with it. Casanda kicks out, and Reynolds was there. Good heads-up play by Reynolds. Booker picks up the foul. Little miscommunication there. I don't think Casanda thought Booker was going to be where he was supposed to be. Tom Hronis checking into the game. It's great to see Tom back after missing 3 games with a shoulder injury. Essentially missed 4 games. He got injured his first touch of the ball against Northwestern Ohio. Hronis is in the game. Colton Ritzma is in the ball game. Casanda with the rebound. Booker to the basket. Reverse. Booker's got 5. The Cardinals back in front. I will say one thing, the Cardinals. And there's Spayett from inside. I told you he could do it anywhere you need him to. Inside, outside, he does it all. Also, one of the best free throw shooters in the conference as well. That ball knocked away and then went out of bounds off of Drum. And it'll stay with Concordia. Yeah, the Cardinals will not be sad to see Burton and Reynolds graduate after this year. Reynolds, a transfer from Wayne State. Burton came to Madonna from Macomb Community College. Kicked out. Hronis, 3. Off the back rim, and Casanda pulled down the rebound, and he got popped. It's going to be a foul on Spayett. Spayett also came from a really good community college, Mott Community College up in Flint. One of the traditional powers in junior college basketball. Booker, deep three, no good. Not even on senior night. Madonna with a 1-point lead and the ball. Spay it. Off the back rim, got it back. Reynolds goes down low, threw it through the hands, but he somehow got it back. That was Stephen Umphris. Reynolds knocks it down. 4-point lead for the Crusaders. Ronas finds Ritzma at the top. Hands off to Booker. High pressure. Alexander open for a three. Left it short. Burton in transition. Hands off. Sends it out. Reynolds, three, no good. Another rebound for Casanda. Got Ritzma in front. He's wide open at the top. Finds Booker. Hangs. Hits. Booker with 7 early points. A timeout for Concordia. 13 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the first half. Cardinals hanging with the number 24 team in the country. Madonna leading 14-12. Booker leading away with 5 points. Alexander tops with 3 rebounds. Mark Meddy, 7 points, a couple of big-time dunks to lead the way for Madonna. Cardinals shooting 45% in the early going. Madonna 50%. Madonna 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 7 for the Cardinals. One of the best three-point shooting teams as a team. Madonna shoots 37%, third best in the conference. Each team with 6 rebounds. Cardinals with 4 turnovers. Madonna has already turned those into 7 points. Cardinals break the huddle with Zisk, Casanda, Hronis, Lockhart, and Booker. Ryan McMullen for Madonna. He joins the game with Burton, Reynolds, Umphris, and Spayett. Reynolds gets by Lockhart, lays it, no, off the front rim. That'll be Cardinals basketball. The rim bails out Lockhart as Reynolds got the first step on him. We got a couple of games to keep an eye on that will help the Cardinals' chances. We'll keep you posted on that as Zisk gets it back down low. It's loose. Sending it out, and that's going to be Reynolds with Casanda, and he wins the battle. Four-point game. They're going to go back down to Zisk. Got a size mismatch there on Ryan McMullen, the sophomore from Gull Lake. Hronis got it. They're going to need Tom's help today. They're going to hang with the top scoring team in the conference. Oh no, off the foot of Casanda. Ten seconds to shoot. Booker stops, finds Lockhart, fakes, step back. No good, wide left. Reynolds and a reach-in foul on Booker. That's going to be his second personal. 2 early fouls for Booker. Jawan Hampton, Caleb Drum coming back into the game. Mark Meddy as well for the Crusaders, joining Burton and KJ Sayer. KJ Sayer, the redshirt junior from Traverse City. Burton gets by one, loses the ball, and that's Cardinal basketball. Third turnover for Madonna. Tyler Black also checking into the ballgame along with Manny Dominguez. And as you would expect, they got Tyler Black matched up with Burton. That's what you want. You get one of your best on-ball defenders. Zisk gets his man up in the air. Black pulls down the board, and it went off of Black and out of bounds to the Crusaders. Well, we have good news for both games for the Cardinals. Things are going our way elsewhere. We'll get you updated on that, as that was Juwan Hampton scoring to make it a 3-point lead for Madonna. Dominguez. Down low to Zisk. Goes right hand, tried to go off glass. Hampton. Burton. Gets into the lane, misses it. Zisk. Outlets to Dominguez. Dominguez, deep three, left it short. Cardinals 3 of 10 from beyond the arc here in the early going. Ball knocked away, the pass was behind him. He's got 3-on-1, throwing it off the rim, trying to get it to Paul Zisk, and luckily Horonis was there to clean it up. And when you got 3-on-1, that's worth taking a shot at. You got the numbers. Nearly pulled it off at one of the highlights of the season had he thrown that one down. Madonna leads by 1. They've got the ball. Here's Drum. Stops in the lane. It's a cutting Sayer. Whistle. Going to be a foul on number 15, Tom Horonis.
Shooting 2 at the line for the Crusaders, number 20, KJ Sayer.
KJ Sayer was a 63% free throw shooter on the season. So taking a look at the other games that are going on. Northwestern Ohio is playing at Aquinas, and Aquinas is up big early, 42-27. They're approaching halftime in that one. That is a good score for the Cardinals. This is an even bigger one. Lords leading Lawrence Tech 37-16 at halftime. Those games are ahead thanks to senior night here at the Fieldhouse. Those games will end before ours, likely, and we'll get a good sense of what the Cardinals have to play for. We head down the home stretch. 2 games left in the season. 1 game after this. Black gets through and draws the contact. Ryan Nunn called for the foul. Booker's going to check into the game, playing with 2 fouls. He's got 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Lockhart will come out. And there's a reach-in foul, and that's going to be called on Reynolds. Reynolds picks up his first. 3rd team foul in the Crusaders. Got to get it in, and they get it to Alexander, who goes right to the hoop, draws the contact. He'll go to the line, a place where he has had a lot of success this season.
Foul call number 1, Ryan Nunn. Shooting 2 at the line for the Cardinals, number 4, Greg Alexander.
2 of the top 3 free throw shooters in the conference on the floor, or in this game, I should say. Henry Spayett, 86%, 2nd in the conference, 13th in the country, and right behind him is Greg Alexander at 85%. he has a good night tonight and maybe even on Saturday, Greg Alexander is chasing the school's single season free throw percentage record, and he's got to maybe get double figure free throws to make that happen, but you never know. Down low, Reynolds. Ball deflected, stolen by Black. Alexander in traffic, loses it. That'll go to Madonna. Thought it went off with Sayer, but backcourt pressure from the Cardinals. There's a three-pointer from the wing. Another rebound for Alexander. Greg gets it now, and they go down low. No good. Burton. Nice interior pass, the good ball movement, deep three for Reynolds, and he hits. Joshua Reynolds has 8 points to lead all scorers. His second three. Cross-court pass to Booker. Finds a lane and runs a two defenders, misses the shot. Black nearly taking it away. And alley-oop coming, another alley-oop to Mark Meddy. It is a 6-point lead. Cardinals need an answer here. Black gets into the lane, gets swatted. Sayer comes down with it. Now here's Burton. Goes right, throws it up. A blocking foul. Does it count? Does that count? Goodness, that was quite a continuation. Dominguez called for the foul. That'll put Burton at the free throw line. That'll put Burton at the free throw line. I mentioned he does it all, and even one of the best free throw shooters in the conference, 78%. Cardinals are out there with Booker, Alexander, Dominguez, Ritzma, and Hronis. It's Dwight Burton, the senior from Detroit. 8th in the country in scoring, just under 23 points a game. Alexander gets caught under the rim, needs some help, finds it in Ritzma, goes off with the right hand and scores. Colton Ritzma, and do they lose it? And the Cardinals get the basketball. Well, this backcourt pressure is working for the Cardinals. Timeout for Madonna. They lead at 28-21 over the Cardinals, 6:50 to go before halftime. Is Colton's second basket in the last 6 games. Sophomore from Jenison, Michigan, playing in his 28th game. He has been a solid contributor, just about doubled his minutes this year as he continues to develop. And when it comes down, when Paul Zisk graduates, they're going to need him to step up in the post. Coming up next year, Ritzma, he's more of a 4 normally, but really because of their lack of depth in the post, he is playing more of a 5 role, but he could play either one. Coach loves his communication skills. Well, he's one of the captains on this team, the only non-senior captain. Checking some of those other scores, things still going the Cardinals' way. Aquinas leading Northwestern Ohio, and Lourdes all over Lawrence Tech. But the Cardinals got to win tonight for any of that to matter. Get it into Ritzma. Cardinals down by 7. Hronis from the wing. No good. Medi with the rebound. Burton stops and hits. He's got 5 points. Hands off to Hronis. Finds the space. Tried to squeak it inside to Ritzma. Unable to get it to him. Tried to thread the needle a little too much there. Reynolds, he got fouled by Hronis, but no call there. Rebound for the Cardinals. Ritzma, three-pointer. Oh, rattled in and out, and somehow Hronis comes up with the rebound. Alexander couldn't be more open. That one rattles out. Are we sure this is a home rim? Not really how it's supposed to work. On the other end, Burton drives and scores. Alexander hangs. Ritzma, offensive rebound, goes back up with it and scores. Cardinals down by 9, under 5 minutes to go, first half. Pass inside, knocked away, and that'll go to the Cardinals. Good defense there, both teams with 7 turnovers. Casanda and Lockhart checking into the ball game. Kip French also joining the action, giving Booker, Dominguez, and Alexander a breather. The 3 seniors exit. And we got some substitution confusion, sorted that out. So Zisk out there with Hronis, Lockhart, French, and Casanda. Lockhart finds Zisk, battles inside, lost it. Donna gets the ball and
elbow, 10. Elbow 10. Dump.
Reynolds. That's McMullen. He gets into the paint. 8 to shoot. Burton from the free throw line. No good. Casanda. Hronis drives, and Reynolds called for the foul. Reynolds now with 2. Reynolds and Nunn with 2 first half fouls. Booker, the only player on the Cardinals with 2. Juwan Hampton, the senior from Detroit, checking into the ball game. Hampton had a nice game against the Cardinals the last time they met. 8 points, 5 boards, couple steals, couple of assists, doing a little bit of everything. Zisk, nice move, but oh, a bad pass. I kind of liked his chances close to the basket there. Driving inside, going out, nice move, reverse from Spayett. Spayett with 4 points and answering right back the other way. Casanda's first bucket. Cardinals keeping it close, and an offensive foul on Burton, his first personal. Hronis will check out. Lockhart will replace him. Inside, Zisk for 2. Great pass, great finish. 7 points is the deficit. Spade hangs, unable to hit. Cardinals pushing it. Ball movement here. Lockhart tried to find Zisk. That interior pass was not there. Open 3, Drum, no good. Rebound Lockhart. Now the Cardinals back the other way.
Look over, Matt. Kip over, slice. Right here, Matt. Kip over, slice.
Cardinals shooting 38% from the field compared to 52 for Madonna. Find themselves well within striking distance here. 7 points, they ran right into it. Hampton takes it away and kicks it down the floor. And he doesn't get there. Mehdi checking back into the ball game. French. Now they're going inside. Zisk on Mehdi. Outside. Kasanda inside to Booker. Hangs and somehow avoided the block from Mehdi. Booker's got 9. We got 90 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 5-point game. Burton running the show up top. And he lays, no, rolled off the rim. Up the floor to Booker. Booker takes it to the rack, got swatted. Good pass. Lockhart for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, and there's Booker to lay it up and in. Double figures for the senior on senior night. It's a 3-point game. Cardinals doing it with grit here in the first half. It's a nice pass into Hampton, and he's got the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Well, you know, I don't have a lot of drama for you in these other games. Taking a peek at we need Aquinas to beat Northwestern Ohio. They're taking care of business, 79-53, about 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Elsewhere, we need Lourdes to beat Lawrence Tech. They're doing that, 46-16. Lawrence Tech has 16 points with 16 minutes to go in the second half. Booker, off the back rim, rebound by Spate. Hampton takes it. Now Kasanda up to Booker, drives and has it swatted away. Horonis, Lockhart, and that one got blocked. Lockhart sticks with it. Loose ball on the floor. Kasanda comes away with it. Horonis for 3. No good. How many chances are the Cardinals going to get? 3 solid chances for Concordia to score at the end there. Unable to put the ball in the hoop, but they go into the halftime break trailing 37-31 to the number 24 team in the country. A team that is in second place in the conference. They're mathematically still in it, but with Indiana Tech playing U of M Dearborn right now, Indiana Tech beating U of M Dearborn, they would clinch the WHAC regular season title with the win. So checking in the other game, Lourdes all over Lawrence Tech. That is good news. So if Lawrence Tech falls to 5-14, And Aquinas jumps up to 6-13. We'll take a look at all of this in just a bit, but
Concordia Cardinal dance team.
so if the Cardinals are able to pull this off, they would move up to a tie for 8th place with Northwestern Ohio and Aquinas. Northwestern Ohio, Cardinals have the tiebreaker, having beaten them in both games. However, Aquinas, they split the season series, and Aquinas has a game against Indiana Tech on the road for their finale. So that's the best scenario the Cardinals could hope for, but they got to take care of business right here. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. Cardinals shoot 35% from the field, Madonna 48%. Cardinals 3 of 16 from 3, 19%. Madonna not much better, 2 of 10, 20%. Free throws, both teams are perfect, 5 of 5 for the Crusaders, 2 of 2 for the Cardinals. Rebounding edge goes to the Cardinals, and they are doing it just with pure effort. 23-17, 8-1, 8-1 on the offensive glass. An impressive effort for the Cardinals, staying in this game with rebounding. Cardinals lead 8-5 in assists. Madonna leads 7-3 in steals. Turnovers, 11 turnovers for the Cardinals that have been turned into 11 Madonna points. 9 Madonna turnovers been turned into 7 Cardinal points. 4 blocks for Madonna, 2 of them from Medi, 2 from Umphris. Points in the paint, 22-16 in favor of Madonna. On the individual side of things, a pretty balanced attack for Madonna. Their high man is Mark Medi. A couple of dunks in spectacular fashion, 9 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists for the big man. 8 points for Josh Reynolds, 7 points for Dwight Burton. And Jawan Hampton with 5 points as well. For the Cardinals, Gerald Booker on senior night, leading all Cardinals with 11 points. 5 points for Tom Hronis to go along with 3 rebounds. Matt Lockhart getting his second career start, 3 points, 4 rebounds. Colton Ritzma with some solid minutes off the bench, 4 points for him. Paul Zisk, 4 points, 3 boards for the big man on senior night. We'll take a break and we'll come back for the second half. The Cardinals need a win to stay alive to get into the conference tournament and pick up their first win over a ranked opponent since 2017. We're into the home stretch of the college basketball season. Josh Hackley here with you. We'll be back for the second half. Cardinals trail Madonna 37-31. right, welcome back to the field house here in Ann Arbor, where Madonna leads the Concordia men 37-31 in a must-win game for Concordia. And just to update you on the other games, and this game gets even more important because the other two results went the Cardinals' way. Aquinas beating Northwestern Ohio 81-55. Lourdes is just destroying Lawrence Tech 57-28, and there's 8 minutes to go in the second half. Barring a massive miracle, Lourdes is going to come out on top there. Indiana Tech clinched the WHAC regular season title 83-67 over U of M Dearborn. So as it stands right now, if the Cardinals are able to win tonight, which they have to do to stay alive, they would be tied with Northwestern Ohio and Aquinas for 8th place. So it'll be a three-way race for the one spot. And the good news there is the Cardinals would win the tiebreaker over Northwestern Ohio. So regardless of what happens, they have to beat Cornerstone on the road. That's a big ask, I know. But with Aquinas has to play at Indiana Tech on Saturday to wrap up their season. So you like their chances of the Cardinals, of Aquinas falling in that game. So they could, in theory, leapfrog. But they got to take care of business right here. And it is no easy task against the number 24 ranked Madonna Crusaders. Cardinals break the huddle with their starting five, the four seniors and Matt Lockhart, Manny Dominguez, Gerald Booker, Paul Zisk, Greg Alexander. Same for the Crusaders. Reynolds lost control of the ball, picked it up, and laid it in. Crusaders start out with Ryan Nunn, Joshua Reynolds, Henry Spayett, Caleb Drum, and Mark Meddy. All right, scratch that. Ryan Nunn is not in it's Dwight Burton out there starting the second half. 3 seconds to shoot a deep three, and it's down from Manny Dominguez, his first three. Manny Dominguez getting the start today. It was not a token senior situation by any stretch. He has played very well the last two games. He has earned this spot, and he just came through with a big three-pointer as Lockhart knocks the ball away from Reynolds. Spayett is there to clean it up. Lockhart with another rebound. 5 rebounds. And we got an offensive foul. Alexander's first personal. Reynolds draws the charge. Madonna's chances of winning the WHAC regular season title went out the window with Indiana Tech winning earlier. They're going to be the number 2 seed. Well, they could fall down to number 3, actually. Lourdes winning tonight. Spayett. Reynolds gets by, draws 2 more defenders. Booker called for the foul. That's Booker's 3rd personal. He's leading all Cardinals with 11 points. Booker's going single digits his last 2 games, those road losses to U of M Dearborn and Indiana Tech. He had 6 straight double-figure games prior to that. Three-pointer from the corner, Greg Alexander. His first 3 of the game, and back the other way, and he misses the dunk. Meddy had a couple of fantastic dunks early in the game, misses that one. Booker on the other end scores, and it's all tied up at 39. Ball knocked away. Cardinal basketball. Now they have a chance to take the lead. Madonna wants to talk about it. Cardinals coming out on fire. A three-pointer from Manny, a three-pointer from Alexander, and just like that, the Cardinals are right back in this. Booker also getting on the score sheet there. And if you missed it earlier, the Cardinal women winning 76-66 over Madonna. They sweep the season series, and they have put themselves into 5th place, although we crunched the numbers, went through all the tiebreaker scenarios. We did it so you don't have to, because it is a painful process. But finally we came up to the Concordia women cannot get any higher than 5th, so we will not have playoff basketball, at least not in the first round. Got to see how things shake out. Cardinals could be at 5th, but they could be as low as 6th. So if the Cardinals beat Cornerstone on Saturday on the road, which is a team that has only won 3 games all season long, then they will clinch the number 5 seed and will play either Lawrence Tech or Aquinas in the first round on the road. Same lineup out there for the Cardinals. Tied at 39. What they draw up out of the timeout. Booker. I was going to say he found a lane, but it really wasn't there. Reynolds takes it away, barrels in, and they're going to call Alexander with the foul. Alexander's second personal, team's 3rd. And Mehdi from the corner. He's got 12 points to lead all Crusaders. He is having a heck of a game. Missed dunk aside, Madonna's back in front by 3. Lockhart sends it out. Dominguez for 3. Mehdi pulls down his 5th board. Madonna back with Burton. Oh, he's going to take that 3. Oh, and he missed everything. He seemed a little off balance. I think he didn't expect to get that kind of space to start. And he's sort of like, well, I got the space, might as well take it, but Cardinals will get it back. Lockhart stops, sends it back out. 10 to shoot for the Cardinals. That three-pointer missed everything, and the Crusaders will get it back. You can tell Booker is just not going down without a fight. 13 points. He's playing hard out there. He's playing with 3 fouls. Mehdi gets into the lane, throws it down with 2 hands. The sophomore from Livonia went to Franklin High School. 2 more years of this guy. He is tough to stop. And oh, what a nice move by Booker. Goes to his left and scores. Knocked it. Oh, and Spate hits the deck.
Called to number 3, Manuel Dominguez.
Manny called for his second, so Manny's got 2, Alexander with 2, Lockhart with 2, and Booker with 3. Zisk will check out of the game. Ritzma will give him a breather. Dominguez and Lockhart will also check out. Tyler Black and Tom Hronis will come in. Got a little floor cleanup to do. Madonna with a 3-point lead. Even your star player can do some of the dirty work. And the traveling Madonna fans give him some appreciation. Reynolds to inbound at the baseline. They got to get it in, and they do. Burton with a quick three. A little too strong. Spate with a rebound. And they find Burton in the lane. He left it short, though. Booker, had it knocked away from behind by Burton. He's going in all by himself, and he throws it down. But the Cardinals could catch him. And going up, that was going to be an alley-oop for Booker, but unable to finish on the reverse. And he missed it. Cardinals back the other way, back and forth like all-star game basketball. And a foul called on Drum, Caleb Drum.
Checking in for the Crusaders, number 10, Ryan McMullen, and number 1.
McMullen will check in. Nunn will check in.
Checking for the Cardinals, number 22, Matt Lockhart.
Lockhart will give Booker a breather. Lockhart, 3 points, 5 rebounds. He's really just that do-it-all sixth man all season long, and that one went off of Madonna. That'll stay with the Cardinals. Black just trying to fight his way to the basket. Alexander runs into Reynolds. Hronis has an open jumper, and he hits it. Normally takes those threes, but he's got some mid-range game as well. I've got 3 players all around him. Somehow got it through. Spit. They get out of it. Reynolds in the lane and scores. Back up to a 5-point game. Black. Deep 3 for Hronis. Yes! Major Tom Hronis makes it a 2-point game, a timeout, a 30-second timeout with 13:40 to go. The Cardinals definitely not going down without a fight. They need a win to have a shot to get into the conference tournament. The team that just missed out on the conference tournament a year ago. The year before that, they snuck in as the number 8 seed. They missed it in 2016-17. And they got into the tournament in the first 3 years of Ricky Yon's reign here at Concordia. Crusaders get us back underway. Leading by 2 with the ball, Ryan Nunn, guarded by Tyler Black. Reynolds, step back, got it, and count it. Alexander has some words. So Reynolds and Alexander both getting double technicals. So the basket will count. He'll get a free throw. So the official giving both of them a tech for running their mouth after the play. Alexander's going to check out. He completes the 3-point play, and it's back up to a 5-point game. Cardinals out there with Lockhart. Hronis got free on a screen. He's got another one. He is feeling it today, Tom Hronis. His third three-pointer. He's got 13 points. The third best three-point shooter in the league. Hanging in the air. Nice bucket for Ryan Nunn, the freshman. Oh, Tom Hronis got fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. He was a good leap behind the three-point line, and for some reason, Caleb Drum fouled him. That's his first personal. Put Tom at the free throw line. He has not spent a whole lot of time this year, just 4 of 5. Misses the first. When he was at Lorain Community College, he shot about 93% from the free throw line. Misses his first 2. He's just 4 of 5 this year. Doesn't do a lot of getting to the basket. And he got the third one. That's a one possession game. Still plenty of time left. 12:38 to go. Cardinals got to do it with defense. Got Umphris now, a deep 3. That one's no good. The long rebound comes right to Reynolds. He's going to go right up with it. He misses. Offensive rebound by Spayett, and that is down. Junior from Saginaw, nice pass, but Ritzma wasn't ready for it. Alexander and Zisk will check into the game. Ritzma and Hronis. I can't imagine the way Tom is shooting the ball that he'll be out of the game for too much longer. He's 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. 14 points, 3 rebounds. And I think Lockhart may have gotten a piece of that. Booker thought about passing it out. Now he does. Alexander, he was open. Unable to hit. Alexander 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. For the team's second leading scorer. 12.5 a game, and off a screen, none, no good. Cardinal basketball. So the Cardinals just keep hanging around this 3 to 7 point deficit range. And now, after they were unable to close the gap, now their leading scorer, Dwight Burton, the conference's leading scorer, comes back into the ballgame. Burton's got 9 points on 4 of 12 shooting. So it's Black, Lockhart, Booker, Alexander, and Zisk. And a bump. Mehdi calling for the foul. Mehdi's first personal foul. Third team foul. Cardinals with 5. Attacking him, going right in, swatted away by Mehdi. Another block, and that ball nearly taken away by Lockhart.
Foul called number 22, Matt Lockhart.
Lockhart called for the foul. His third. Dominguez will check in.
Number 3, Emmanuel Dominguez.
Still just a 5-point game. The Cardinals got to take advantage of some of these stops. And there's a swat by Lockhart. You wouldn't expect it, but he is the second best shot blocker on this team at 19. behind Paul, who's averaging 1.5, which is one of the best totals in the league. And a nice finger roll there for Mehdi. Now it's up to a 7-point game. Alexander gets to a screen, got through some contact, and we got bodies on the floor. Alexander just got called for his 4th personal foul.
Shooting 1-on-1 at the line for the Crusaders, number 30, Mark Mehdi.
Mehdi is going to the free throw line. He's shooting 70% on the season.
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 15, Thomas Horonis.
So Alexander's struggling today, 1 of 7 from the field. 6 rebounds and 3 assists, though. He's doing it in other ways, but has just 5 points. Mehdi hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Mehdi with 5 double-doubles on the season. He rattles that one out. Oh, Mehdi creates the steal, but Booker gets it back. Burton on the floor, gets it up to Mehdi, but he lost the ball out of bounds. That'll be Cardinal basketball. Coach Ricky Yon looking for a call on the loose ball foul.
Hey, defend! Let's go, here it comes!
Cardinals taking on the highest scoring team in the conference. They know they got to score to stay with them. Been able to do that for the most part, and the Booker lost it. It's on the floor, and Burton called for the foul. No, Booker called for the foul. So we're going to get another 1-and-1 on the other end for Burton.
Shooting 1-on-1 at the line.
So Burton will take the 1-and-1. He is 1-and-1 from the free throw line today. 78% on the season. He extends the lead to 9, 10:05 to go. This must-win game for the Cardinals. In their final home game for the seniors. Sisk with the rebound. Still a lot of time left. Manny Dominguez with the ball. Booker, guarded by Nunn. Gets a screen from Paul. He takes the mid-range jumper. No good, but Paul Zisk is there for the putback, but couldn't get it to go, and Paul is coming up a little bit lame. And Burton on the other end, knocked away. Cardinals pushing. Booker lays it up and in. Nice move by Booker. Timeout for Concordia. They've cut it down to 7.
Full timeout taken by the Cardinals.
Zisk looks a little shaken up. Booker's got 17 points. Him and Mehdi tied top scorer in this game. As Booker said during the pregame senior ceremony, that we are not done. Ritzma gonna check into the ball game. They're gonna go check out Paul to make sure he's okay. Seems to be limping around a little bit in the huddle. Madonna shooting 45%, Cardinals 39%. Three-pointers, 7 of 23 for the Cardinals, 30%. 3 of 16 for Madonna, 19%, well below their season average. They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Free throws, 3 of 5 for the Cardinals, 8 of 10 for Madonna. Rebounding edge going to the Cardinals, 35-27, 9-5 on the offensive glass. Cardinals have turned the ball over 18 times. So, and coaches hate these silver lining comments, but again, you have to admit that if you turn the ball over 18 times in a half and a half of basketball, and you shoot 40% against a team like Madonna, and you find yourself only down 7, then you got to be pretty happy with yourself. Hronis with the rebound off the Reynolds miss. What can the Cardinals do on the offensive end? They got to get back into this game. They've been, as I said, hanging around that. Oh, step back. Hronis for 3, and he got it. Major Tom is feeling it. They got to get him the ball. His 4th three-pointer. He's got 17. It is a 4-point game. The Cardinals have been hanging around this 3 to 7 range for a while now. Can they break through? Spade. Burton, a deep 3. That one is good. His first 3 of the game. Now what can the Cardinals do? Knocked away by Reynolds. Reynolds lays it up and in. Booker gets a screen from Ritzma. Ritzma's still open. He's going to try to get it to him. Open in the corner, Manny Dominguez. His second 3. His last 3 regular season games with the Cardinals has been really great. Earning the starting spot today, earning these minutes. 6-point game, knocked away, went off of Burton, and it'll be Cardinal basketball. Greg Alexander playing with 4 personal fouls. Booker playing with 4. Booker will have a seat, and Alexander will come in.
One stop. Inside volleyball lineman, inside defense.
Dominguez, Alexander, Lockhart, Ritzma, and Hronis with the ball, with the 3 up in the air, a little bit short. It was on target. Right-handed little baby hook tapped up. Dominguez with the rebound. Here they come. Kicked by Reynolds.
Kickball possession remains with the Cardinals.
Cardinals will inbound it. Zisk checks in. Keep an eye on him as he just limped off earlier. Hronis goes down low to Zisk. Got Mehdi on his back, goes to his right hand, gets blocked, and he got it to go. Four-point game. Can the Cardinals get it to under 3? They have not done that in a while. Need a stop here. The defensive and offensive end by Madonna, and Reynolds somehow got away with it, and Mehdi throws it down. It looked like that was going to be the moment. The Cardinals had their hands on a loose ball, and now it is 66-60 with 6:22 to go. Full timeout. Foul situation, 18 fouls for the Cardinals, 3 for Madonna. Foul trouble, only 1 player on Madonna with 3 personal fouls. It's Joshua Reynolds. For the Cardinals, Greg Alexander has 4, Gerald Booker has 4, Matt Lockhart with 3, and Manny Dominguez with 3. Booker and Hronis leading the team with 17 points each. Hronis with 4 rebounds. He on 4 of 8 shooting from beyond the arc. Booker shooting 8 of 17. Zisk with 6 points and a team high 7 rebounds. Alexander struggling from the field, but he's got 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Matt Lockhart, 3 points, 6 rebounds, couple of assists in his second career start. Filling in for Jordan Winowicki, who was a late scratch. So it's out there with Alexander, Dominguez, Lockhart, Zisk, and Hronis. Hronis up top, guarded by Drum. They go down low to Zisk. He's going to throw it down in front of Mehdi, who's been doing that to him all game. That's what the Cardinals needed here. Fire up the crowd. Again, here we are again. 4-point deficit. Madonna with the ball. Mehdi throws up an air ball, and that is Cardinal basketball. So here's their opportunity to cut into this lead. Alexander goes in strong, up against Mehdi, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Mehdi's got 2 personals. That's the 4th team foul. Alexander at the free throw line. That's the man you want on the free throw line. Knocks down the free throw. Does it again. He's shooting 85%. It is a 2-point game now. They go down low to Spayet. He throws it out and nearly threw it away. Reynolds. Reynolds attacks, and that nearly went in. Zisk calling for the foul there. No? Yep. Zisk, his first personal foul. Great to see Paul not getting into foul trouble here. They need his big body out there against these big and athletic Madonna Crusaders, especially Mark Mehdi in the middle. That 6'10", 210 frame. And Reynolds hits the first free throw. Booker returns. He replaces Alexander. As I mentioned, both players with 4 personals. Reynolds, the 6th player in Madonna history to score 1,500 points. And the putback for Madonna. That's a killer. They got the missed free throw, and they give up the bucket. Hronis. Hands off to him. 10 to shoot. Dominguez. Deep 3 for Booker, no good. And Hronis there, stuck with the rebound and nearly hit the 3. I thought that was going to be the moment. Foul on Lockhart. Matt Lockhart now with his 4th personal foul. We've got free throws the rest of the way for the Crusaders. I'll put Mehdi at the free throw line. He is 2 for 3 from the stripe today. 19 points, 6 rebounds. 6-point game, 4:33 to play. And he hits them both. Dominguez. Hands off to Booker, got trapped under the basket. Mehdi knocked it out of bounds.
Hey, it's either 51 or punch.
Lockhart tried to send it out, knocked away. Reynolds, it's loose on the floor. And he found Caleb Drum. Madonna gets a possession here. Cardinals really need a stop here. Clock is not on their side. 4 minutes to go. Burton, mid-range. The conference's top scorer has just 15 points, but Reynolds and Mehdi have been stepping up. About as talented a starting five as you'll find in this league. Nice pass inside Dominguez into Booker. Gets the foul. Is that on Reynolds? Yeah, they say it was, and that's his fourth personal. That'll put Booker at the free throw line.
Hen, was that your back screen? Switch that.
Booker, a career 64% free throw shooter. Especially when he was attacking the basket more early in his college career. I think it was a little bit more of a liability as percentages have gone down, as his game has gotten more of a perimeter game to it. So Tyler Black gonna check in. And unable to hit the second. Every point counts here in the final 3.5 minutes. Cardinals need a win to stay alive. Burton. Oh, and that one was just too friendly of a rim. Now it's a 12-point game. The Cardinals need to get something going in a hurry. Lockhart for three, swatted by Mehdi.
For the Cardinals, number 1, Tyler Black, Greg Alexander.
Get it into Alexander. Mehdi going down low to Zisk. Out to Lockhart. Three-pointer is good. Timeout. It is a 9-point game with 3 minutes to go. We'll take that break with him and come back for the home stretch here in the home finale. The last game for these seniors. They're fighting to the end. Well, all of the other results have gone the Cardinals' way. Everything they needed to happen has gone their way. Aquinas beating Northwestern Ohio. Madonna coming right back at it, lays it up and in. Lords beat Lawrence Tech. Spinning, left hand, and a foul. So the other results went their way. The Cardinals needed to have this to take care of their end of the bargain. Now, what we'll try to figure out for you, hopefully in real time here as we try to sort things out. Alexander going to the free throw line. A rare miss.
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 10, Gerald Booker.
Josh Reynolds, you want to stay there or should we move you?
And he missed 2 free. He may not have done that all season long.
One deep, we need one deep.
Mehdi hangs and gets fouled.
Foul on number 50, Paul Zisk. Shooting 2 on the line for the Crusaders, number 30, Mark Mehdi.
Mehdi at the free throw line, knocks down the first.
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 3, Emmanuel Dominguez, and number 15, Thomas Aronis.
Tom, that corner. Hey, last key. Look, you're in here. Last key. Hey, it's going to be handoff keeper.
And he hits the second. 13-point game. Cardinals in desperation mode now as Mehdi tried to block it. Dominguez hits the layup. That's what you want, quick buckets. Full court pressure. Madonna has no trouble with it. Burton puts another bucket onto the score sheet. Oh, that one nearly taken away. Zisk, hands off. Dominguez hits. And another timeout, a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:53 to go. The Cardinals, as I said, desperation mode now. Now, you might be surprised to hear this, but the Cardinals will not be eliminated from playoff contention with a loss here. If this score holds, if this game holds the way it looks now, the Cardinals can still get in. However, they would have to beat Cornerstone on the road. No easy task, but as we saw from when we played them here on this floor, they are beatable. They are not the juggernaut that they have been in years past. Burton guarded by Alexander. Out there with Zisk, Black, Booker, and Dominguez. Mehdi traveled. There's turnover, goes the Cardinals' way. Now, try to follow me here if you can. Lawrence Tech is playing on the road against Rochester. Rochester could very well win that game. They are a number 4 team right now. Aquinas has a road game against Indiana Tech for their last game. Horonis for 3. Yes! Cuts it to 8. What can the Cardinals do here? Make it a... We've seen Tom do it before. Start chucking up threes. Horonis with 5 3-pointers on 5 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc. Burton just attacks the basket and scores. Dominguez a deep 3 off the back iron. A 10-point game, 45 seconds left. They're just going to walk this one up the floor. So trust me, it's a lot of things that have to happen. But on paper, this is very doable, as Lourdes, or Northwestern Ohio, would play Lourdes at home. Lourdes, obviously very good this year. So the 3 teams the Cardinals need to have lose this weekend all play very tough teams. And Concordia, of course, it would have to win at Cornerstone. And frankly, if you can beat Cornerstone on the road, I think you kind of deserve it. As Alexander ends his home career, his home Concordia career, with a 3-pointer. And that is how this game will end, 86-77. And that's the end of this one, as the Cardinals put their playoff hopes on the brink. Take a look at the final numbers here as Concordia shoots 45% from the field, Madonna 52%. 3-pointers, 36% for the Cardinals, 12 of 33, 26%, 5 of 19 for Madonna. Free throws, 81% for Madonna, 13 of 16. Cardinals left some points out there, 5 out of 11, 45% from the stripe, including a rare miss for Greg Alexander, missing 2 free throws in a row, which I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened all season. Rebounding edge goes to the Cardinals, 41-33, 12-6 on the offensive glass. Assists, 18-9 for Concordia. Steals, 12-3 for Madonna. That was a huge number because the Cardinals turned it over 20 times, and those were turned into 20 Madonna points. 14 Madonna turnovers were turned into 10 Concordia points. Blocks, 7-2 in favor of Madonna. Points in the paint, 48-28 in favor of the Crusaders. Individually, it took him a while to get there, but he finally did. Dwight Burton over his season average, 26 points, a game high on 11 of 20 shooting. Mark Meddy probably had the game of the night, 23 points, 9 rebounds. I counted at least 4 blocks, 3 big throwdowns that got the team going. For the Cardinals, Tom Hronis, a team-high 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc, 17 for Gerald Booker in his final game on this floor. 10 points for Greg Alexander in his senior finale, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, including that late 3. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists for Manny Dominguez, also playing his final game here at the Fieldhouse. Paul Zisk, another senior, will say goodbye to 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And it was a tough way to go out for these Cardinals as they played hard and trying to stay with it, but just unable to close the gap in the end. And that's how the game ends. The final score, 86-77, as that concludes our coverage of Concordia University Ann Arbor men's basketball. Once again, then the Cardinals fall to 9-20 on the season, 5-14 in the WHAC. Madonna, the number 24 team in the country, they are improved to 21-8, 13-6. They will finish. They got the second place. They will finish the night in second place as Indiana Tech won their game and they clinched the regular season WHAC title. Earlier, the women completed the season sweep over Madonna 76-66. With the win, the Cardinals move up to 5th place, and we crunched the numbers. They cannot get above 5th place, so this will be our last broadcast for the WHAC tournament, or for this season anyway, unless maybe some other postseason event takes place here. But the Cardinals, if they pick up a win, the women that is, in their regular season finale at Cornerstone on Saturday, they will clinch the number 5 seed in the tournament and will play either Lawrence Tech or Aquinas. They could, that is really the only scenario. They could move to 6th if they lose and U of M Dearborn wins their game against Indiana Tech, which is a little less likely. But they did this game tonight, a 76-66 win without their leading scorer, Tristan Williams. They were led by Katie Snow, who had a double-double, season-high 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 steals. Allie Lenz hit 4 big threes and finished with 12 points. The next game, the Cardinals, as I mentioned, will wrap up the 2019-2020 regular season schedule on Saturday on the road against Cornerstone. The doubleheader with the women will tip off at 1 o'clock, followed by the men's game at 3. The Cardinals have dropped 10 straight to Cornerstone, but they played them really tough when they met back on January 8th on this floor. And if they win that game, and they need, and we'll be doing some serious scoreboard watching, if Northwestern Ohio, Aquinas, and Lawrence Tech all lose their games, they have 3 very tough games to finish out their regular season. If they lose their game and the Cardinals beat Cornerstone on the road, the Cardinals, according to my math, unless someone tells me otherwise, they would get into the postseason as the number 8 seed. But hopefully, by I don't know how it would work out with maybe a postseason game or something here. Hopefully there'll be some more games here at the Fieldhouse. But if this is our last broadcast, it's been a pleasure bringing to you another season of Concordia men's basketball. This has been my 6th year calling games for the Cardinals. It's been a lot of fun, especially working with my broadcast partner, Jacob Brentke, who has been on PA duty tonight. For all the latest news and information, be sure to check out ConcordiaCardinals.com, and you can find them on Twitter and Instagram at CUAA Cardinals. You can also find me on social media at Josh Hakala. That's Hakala. For the entire production team here behind the scenes at Concordia University, my partner Jacob Brentke, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Josh Hakala saying so long from Ann Arbor.